What if your body was a gift and contribution to your life and not something that you've been stuck with? What if your body could change quickly and easily? Right Body for You will inspire you and show you a different way of creating the body and the life you truly desire. Now here's your host, Donnielle.
And good morning, afternoon, evening, something, somewhere, wherever you are. Welcome to Right Body for You. I am Donnielle, your host and body tour guide. And you know what? It's very early where I am. It is 4 a.m. I am in Melbourne, Australia. Yes, folks, they let me into the country again. And what is really funny is the only thing that the customs agent really asked me was, you know what? I like your hair better in the photo on your passport. I looked at her and I went, so you're telling me you don't like I've been traveling for 24 hours hair? You know, because that's me at customs. What can I say? Anyways, I'm here to do a Right Body for You workshop. I am so excited. Last time I was in Australia, I did Right Body for You workshops in Brisbane and Sydney, and this time I get to do one in Melbourne. I am so stoked to be here, even if it is 4 a.m., because how could I not be here with you guys at 4 a.m. Live? Because, you know, I like this topic. It makes me laugh. It makes me wonder. Today we're going to talk about, but I'm not a body worker. And what the heck does that even mean? It's, you know, this topic comes up a lot as people are thinking about looking at attending Access body classes, whether it's a Right Body for You class, a 3-day body class, a body process class, or anything in between. People are always saying to me, well, that if you guys would like to join us live in the chat room, there's always interesting comments and stuff going on. And somebody just said, doesn't that depend on what part of town you're working in, that you're a body worker? Ha 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 ha. Boom, boom. There's always a party going on in the chat room. So you can check us out, A2Z.fm, chat room, put in your name or whatever you want us to call you. And join the party that's going on in the chat room. And so, yeah, here we go. So, body worker. It's really interesting. You know, as I do whenever I prepare for a show, I start at the internet, where all good information and all truth lies, right? You know, on the internet, which is actually a funny comment, where all truth lies. You know, because if you play on the word lie, you know, yeah. Okay. Well, hey, I'm amusing to me, if nothing else. All right. So when I looked up body worker, obviously a lot of massage came up and things like that. But what was funny is when I did the images of body workers, it all came up with car detailing, which I just found really funny. That it was advertisements for massage people and then car detailing. We had all these buff men buffing cars. And so it's like, what really does it mean being a body worker? The first time somebody said that to me floored me because, you know, those of you who have heard me speak for 5 minutes have heard me say that I hated having a body. And I never considered myself a body worker because I, like everybody else, had the definition, well, it's a massage therapist or a doctor or, you know, something like. And so when I talking to somebody about these Right Body for You classes, and they're like, oh, well, that's easy for you because you're a body worker. I went, what? I'm not, literally, and, you know, not very often am I a loss for words, but I'm like, I'm not a body worker. And I'm like, the classes are for people who have bodies. And, you know, and it really started getting me to look at this. It's like, what if a body worker just means you have a body, okay? Because otherwise, how much can we actually be with our bodies if we're not actually willing to work it? And, and work, and I looked up the definition of the word work because, well, I just can't help it. And what was really interesting is the original definition of worker was a bee, which all of us really enjoy that, right? Oh, bee is a bee, worker bee. So everywhere we have defined or judged it as worker bee, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, online, shorts, boys, and beyond. And I have lost the tab of the chat room. There we go. All right. So what you just heard was an example of the access consciousness verbal processing that we use quite a lot in the Right Body for You show. Right Body for You is a part of access consciousness and uses the tools. And what it does is it helps you change things energetically. Anywhere there was a block that you've tried to change it and just couldn't change, well, what if there was an energetic block there? And the verbal processing helps to clear that, which is just awesome, amazing, and quick. Just like I like my change, quick. Other things can be slow. Change I like to be quick. And so the great part is you don't have to understand it for it to work. All you have to do is be willing. Basically, when I ask you to start and create that, it's like, you know what? Yes, I will let go. I will, it's time for something different. And if you want to learn more about it, you can go to theclearingstate.com and it tells you all about it. Okay. So somebody's quick like I like my sex. Only the first time, darling. Then nice and slow. So that's the chat room. When I randomly spurt stuff out, by the way, it's the chat room. I do jokingly have, let's say, access Tourette's, where I just, randomly say things that the energy requires. And this oftentimes during the radio show, it means somebody in the chat room said something. All right. So, so this notion of body worker. Okay. First off, everything that you have defined and judged a body worker, massage therapist, doctor, Reiki, healer, whatever that is, master healer, homeopathist, naturopath. Somebody said body worker reminds me of a cleaning lady as well as bees. Cool. Everything that is. Everywhere you've defined and judged what a body worker is and how you are or are not it, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, online, shorts, boys, and beyond. And why I ask you to destroy and uncreate what it is, what you've decided you are or are not about it, is because what that does is even if you've decided you are something, you begin to limit what is actually possible with that. Okay? So it's not necessarily going to change. You're going to wake up and go, I don't know what to do with my bodies anymore. I guess I'm not a massage therapist. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is you're also willing to open up to anything that comes up energetically. Okay? So let's do that one more time. Anything you've already decided and judged as what a body worker is or is not, what you as a body worker are or are not, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Cool. Okay. And when I repeat that is the energy comes up a little bit different every time. Okay. So if you've defined yourself as a body worker, what if that is limiting what you know as possible? Okay. And if you define yourself not a body worker, what if that is limiting what you know is possible? Okay. There's two tacks here. Let's see how we go. Okay, so if you find yourself as a body worker, then you work with the body. And oftentimes in this reality, we stick to what this reality defines as a body. Now, I know this might sound funny coming from somebody who does a show called Right Body for You, workshops all over the world called Right Body for You. So what if bodies aren't at all what we think it is? Okay? What if it's not this physical, solid thing that we move around throughout the world. What if our body is something completely different? What if our body is more fluid and flexible and in motion? And I don't necessarily mean in motion just as like, oh, I got up and I made coffee and I walked to the side and I exercised. That's not what I meant, but actually in motion. If, you know, and this is, I love how these things go different. I love how shows go wherever the energy takes it. So let's do this for a moment. Unless you're driving, please close your eyes with me for a moment. And I want you guys to perceive your body. Okay? Perceive your body. Just connect with it, be with it, and can you perceive the motion of your body, whatever that looks like, whether it's the blood flowing, the molecules moving, or just the energy of constantly moving in and out and around, and how what if our bodies aren't necessarily separate from this reality around us, isn't necessarily separate from the chair you're sitting in, the desk you're sitting at, the window you're staring out of, and the world that you see beyond it. What if defining it as a body is actually creating that separation from the energy, the oneness, consciousness, and whatever else is possible? Okay? So just be with your body for a moment and perceive the motion, the energy that your body actually is. Right, wrong, good, bad, buckle, 9 shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay? And if you haven't already, you can open your eyes whenever you're ready. Thanks for with me. I appreciate you guys being willing to go wherever that is. And can you guys perceive the difference in the energy now? Okay? It still has that joyous, fun, bubbly thing, but it's like, does anybody else feel bigger? Does anybody else feel like the universe is more expanded, more in contact, and more in play with everything? And for me, this is why it's like working with a body is not just moving the actual physicalness of the body. So again, everywhere we've defined ourselves as a body worker or not a body worker, and all the limitations that come with that, truly to be willing to destroy and uncreate that. Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, 9 shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay. I know we need to take a quick little break, and there's some questions in the chat room. I will take that minute to take a moment and read some of those, and we can address that, and we can see where else this journey of, but I'm not a body worker, what the heck does that even mean, takes us today. All right, this is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. You know, and what if the right body for you is closer than you think? We're on AtoZen.fm, and we'll be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on AtoZen.fm.
What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you're far greater than you've ever given yourself credit for? What if it's time to know the gift and the contribution you are to the world and to like yourself a lot more? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. Asking questions opens doors to infinite possibilities. And it's not about finding the answer. It's about being the question. Always. What I'm inviting you to step into is something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Gandhi, Picasso, and Aristotle all knew to be true. What if no question is too big or too small? What if anything is possible for you? What if together we could create a kinder, gentler, happier world? Is now the time? Go to beingyouclass.com and sign up for a free video series, My Gift to You. beingyouclass.com. What if you, truly being you, are the gift and change this world requires? BeingYouClass.com.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at a2zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle@accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. This is Donnielle, your host and your body tour guide. You know, I'm not sure what that means, and it only comes up on the radio show, and I have a really good time with it. Body tour guide. It makes me laugh, you know, as long as I'm amusing myself. All right. Actually, people tend to laugh with me, which is a lot of fun. So really quickly, I'd also like to invite you guys to a special kind of fun event that I'm having later on tonight for me, tomorrow morning for some of you. And I love to freak out my radio show producer here. I'm going to be down under in Australia and New Zealand for the entire month of May. And as much as I love playing with you guys at 4 a.m., I can't actually be here at 4 a.m. each Wednesday for the next 4 weeks. So what we're going to do is we're going to pre-record some shows. And because I like energy and I like playing with people, we are going to have a pre-record marathon. And Christine says it's in 17 hours. So it's a pre-record marathon. We're going to do all of the May's radio shows back to back to back to back to back. And I would like to encourage you guys to call and join in, get on the chat room, wake up for our marathon. Yes, some people at 7 a.m. Tonight, it starts for me tonight at 9 p.m., which will be more interesting. For me, 4 a.m., 9 p.m., it's a day of radio. So you can go to Facebook page, and it's called Right Body for You Marathon. And somebody said, yeah, it's like a mini workshop. So basically it's 4 hours of basically kind of a class, 4 different topics, and we're just going to have fun. So I encourage you to check that out. You can go to the Facebook page and get all the details. There is limited call-in availability and stuff like that, so please do call in as soon as you can, or Skype and all of that kind of stuff. It starts at 7 a.m. Eastern, and if you're in the chat room, Christine just posted the Facebook event, so you can go check it out. So, join us. Because as if you can't tell, we don't have any fun whatsoever. All right, so, here are topics, thank you. The first one, it's okay to hate bodies, isn't it? And then the next, can your body be a contribution to your business? Third, what if life wasn't about avoiding death? I like that one. Actually, I like them all. And the last one, your body, your partner. And what the heck does that even mean? You know, I think I should just maybe I should change, instead of Right Body for You, maybe, what if it's closer than you think? Maybe I should put Right Body for You, the heck does that even mean, as my new slogan, because it tends to come up a lot in the radio shows. What the heck does that even mean? All right, so back to our topic today. Yes, Christine says the shows are being done during a pre-recording 4-hour session, limited spots available. You and your body will be assisting in creating these fantastic shows. So thank you, because it's fun to play with the energy. And that's fun about this whole topic today of but I'm not a body worker, is when we open up us and our bodies to more of what is going on with energy and everything around us. It was interesting that when I became more aware of my body and being with my body, I opened up more to the energy that is available all around us, and what you would say intuitive ability kicked up. And what if that intuitive ability is just that reading and awareness of energy? Because we're talking about doing these pre-record shows. And I've had to pre-record some shows every once in a while. And usually I just do it with one producer, and I can feel the difference in the energy. And what's interesting is at one point in time, so it was just her and I, and at one point in time she had to get off the phone, and she didn't tell me, and I knew it. In that instant, I'm like, I Skyped her. I'm like, oh my gosh, are we gone? I can't, I couldn't feel her. She's like, oh no, I just had to take a phone call. But so the awareness of the energy for me began with being with my body and including my body. Okay. So really, what does being a body worker mean? I like to say it just means you have a body. You're working with your body, being with your body, playing with your body. Okay. And there's quite a few fun questions in here. So let's get to some of these that I wasn't able to read during the last segment. It says, I know I have a resistance to the whole concept of worker, as in work there is no play. So if you body work, you don't get to play with bodies, which of course is a whole heap of crap. And then what's funny is somebody else did later said, body play leads only to one direction with bodies, which is sex, okay, copulation, which is how this reality defines it. So everything that is truth would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online shorts, boys, and beyond. And if you know, that's why I keep saying being with my body. Because even when we use the word work, it tends to be, well, I have to work it, And what's interesting is when I was looking at the show before it started, that scene from Pretty Woman comes up where she's walking across the lawn or whatever, and her friend's going, work it, baby, work it. And how many of us have actually defined body working, if it's not a massage, a manipulation, or something like that, as actually that sex, copulation, that working it to get something else. So everything that is truth would be willing to destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so what if it's just being with your body? Okay, what if body worker isn't actually a definition or description of something that is actually viable for what is possible with bodies? What if saying body worker is actually a definition and a contraction and a limitation of what is actually possible? And I like words. I play with words. And what if we can shift the energy behind this, so when this reality says, oh, are you a body worker? You can say, yeah, but not how are you, that energy and that limitation behind it. Okay? Anything that will allow you to manipulate and play energetically on that level, truth would be willing to destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online shorts, boys, and beyond. And that's kind of different than some of a lot of us who have done access a lot have been accused of doing access speak. And so when I really started looking at doing this access speak, I'm like, okay, well, what else is possible with the words and energy that we haven't even begun to fathom? Okay, and so I like to play with that. All right. So I was looking at the word work, and it's the exertion or effort to accomplish something. And what's interesting, okay, here's the original definition somewhere down here. Something done, deed, action, proceeding, business, military, fortification. That makes me laugh. In Old English, the noun also had the sense of fornication. Woo! We're back to sex. So everywhere we're trying to separate sex, copulation from bodies and bodies from sex and copulation, truth, would you be willing to destroy it and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online, boys, and beyond. What if it's not all about sex, and what if it's sex is not all about bodies? I know, different topic. What if sex wasn't all about bodies? Which, actually, that would be an interesting topic. All right, so everything that is, everything that brings up, destroy, and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online, shorts, boys, and beyond. All right, so back to the question that I have lost on. When I switch tabs, sometimes I lose the chat room. All right, so how can I use this awareness of a body worker as I'm not even close to any healing business? Oh, thank you. I love this question. Okay, first off, everything you've defined and judged as being a healer, what a healer is or isn't, truth would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it. Wrong, good, bad, fuck, nice, source, boys, and beyond. And this is one of the fun things about getting your bars run, which is an access body process. It's the first access body process. If you haven't got your bars run, I highly suggest it. You can look up somebody in your area. Because in the bars, there's actually a healing bar. And it's not just about what your body, how it heals, the concept of healing, or how fast or how slow. Also about what is a healer, what isn't a healer, and who can heal and who can't heal. And, like only Christ was able to lay his hands on and heal, and, and it's shifting and changing all of that. And so when we talk about this, but I'm not in the healing business, it's like, okay, first off, truth, light, heavy, are you guys a healer? Have you ever hugged somebody, made them feel better? Have you ever held a baby and they slept? Okay. Have you ever just been in the presence of somebody and their life got better? Okay. What if being a healer is completely separate and different? Sorry, not separate. It's completely different than what we have looked at before. Okay. And our bodies is one of these. Our bodies are one of these things that contributes to that. Like I said, the first thing I said, have you ever hugged somebody and made them feel better? Okay. So what if being a body worker just means you have a body and that you are that healer as you hug somebody, as you pass by and smile at? Have you ever passed by somebody, actually seen them, smiled at them, and changed their universe? Absolutely. Okay. Everything doesn't allow you to perceive, obey, and receive even an iota of what I'm talking about with this. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, night, shorts, boys, and beyond. Cool. Like that is the nature of the space energy of who we be. Exactly. Okay. All right. So I know we need to take a quick little break. There's some more questions in here, which is great. One of them is, what does it mean to include your body? We will get to that because I know I've been talking a lot about that. So again, everything you refined and judged as body worker, healer, what it is or is not, and how you are or you're not. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, nine, shorts, boys, and beyond. And what do you know about this? What do you and your body know about being a body worker or being with your body? Okay. Or being with other people's bodies. What if it's not so much about working their body, but being with their body? Okay. We're going to explore that a little bit more when we come back. All right. This is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. We are on A2Zen.fm, and we'll be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A2Zen.fm.
What would you say if I told you that you could change your life in only 1 hour and all while lying down relaxing? Thousands of people all over the world have. What am I talking about? It's called Access Consciousness, the bars. The bars is an energetic body process that contains 32 different points on your head that when run assist you in releasing decisions about any area of your life that you have made solid and as a result cannot change. The bars is the first class in Access Consciousness, a dynamic set of tools and information designed to transform any area of your life. When you have a bars session, the worst that can happen is you feel like you had a fantastic massage. The best thing that can happen is your whole life could change. Go to accessconsciousness.com today to find a facilitator, to schedule a private session, or to find a bars class in your area. Are you willing to give yourself an hour to change your life?
Check out the new ringtones from Access Consciousness.
What is it possible? What is it possible? Smoking hot. Smoking hot.
And everyone's favorite,
Take a pass. Take a pass.
download the latest and hottest accessory. Go to accessconsciousness.com/ringtones for all the details on how to download to your iPhone today.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at a2zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. This is Donnielle, your host and body tour guide. Today we're exploring the topic of, but I'm not a body worker. What the heck does that even mean? And there's some great questions in the chat room and floating out there in the space. And it's funny how I used to panic at the thought of giving like a 2 or 3 minute presentation, and now an hour just isn't enough to even begin to broach a subject. And so we might revisit this. All right, back to some of these questions, great questions in the chat room. So the person who was talking about a healer, she came back and said, so yes, when I hug someone, they felt better, but I felt not good. Why does that not work? Why does it not work for me? Okay. And then they go on to say it's about receiving what can I receive? Only their crap. And so, excuse me. So I would ask first, what have you decided about being a healer? Oftentimes we have in this reality that a healer is taking everything from them and healing it for them. So what if it's just being the awareness of it, not taking it, okay? So everywhere we have defined and judged as healing as taking from them, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyond. When I'm working with my body, working with other people's bodies, when I become aware of what's going on for them, what that does is it actually begins to shift and change it. It helps them to heal, and it doesn't hurt or harm my body. Okay? So what if it's not about taking it from them? What if it's just being aware of it and then energetically going, you know what? Here's a different choice. Here's a different possibility. This doesn't have to maintain. When I do that, it is so much easier for my body, for me, the infinite being. Okay? So everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that as a possibility, will you destroy it and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyond. And it's not a constant thing, okay? Somewhere in a question is like, well, I get the in the chat or something about a question is about how work is a constant thing, and us as people and humanoids hate instituting. They hate the maintenance. We love the idea. We love coming up with the concept, brainstorming, and then once it's in motion, we have to keep it going. Oh my gosh, that's the part where we get bored. And I actually find that a lot with bodies, is like we even get bored of maintaining or keeping that going of our bodies. And so everywhere when something I just described as what if you're just aware of it instead of taking it from them, everywhere you think that is work, it's like, okay, well, I have to really think about that. I have to really do that. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyond. Because trust me, all it is right now, if you go, hey, yeah, you know what? That sounds like more fun. I don't have to take it. I just have to be aware of it. Cool. I'm going to do that. I'm going to be that. That's all that's actually required. Okay, the things that allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that as a possibility. Would you destroy and create that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online, church, boys, and beyonds. Okay? Yeah, somebody just posted, yeah, that's so true, Donnielle. Work means maintain for me, and that's all the shit. Exactly. And so, again, everything is judged as a body worker, what it is, what it isn't, what you are, or at least would you be willing to destroy and create that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay? All right, so one thing I want to address earlier says, what if our bodies are automatically, no, sorry, that's not the one. I can't find it where it is. Chat room is alive, and I love it. So I'm just going to paraphrase. What does being with our body actually mean? Okay. I love this topic. It's a huge topic. Maybe that's another topic we actually need to what does being with your body actually mean? Basically, what being with your body actually means is it can mean something like, so I was asleep, shockingly, before this because, you know, it's friggin' 4 a.m. here. And I got up in the night to use the restroom. And I wasn't quite with my body. What that meant is I was aware of my body, but not quite. So I was kind of letting it do it on its own. And there is a doorstop on the floor. I don't know the dimensions of the place yet. There's a doorstop on the floor. And I kicked it and almost broke my toe. I didn't. It's fine. But instantly I was like, whoa, I'm more with my body. And when I was more with my body, I was actually more aware of all the information that my body was giving me. Okay, I wasn't so much letting my body do things on automatic pilot. So how often have we let our bodies just do things on an automatic pilot? Everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, and being with my body for me just means being aware of my body. And I don't mean judge. Okay, I don't mean being the bully. So everywhere you've misidentified, misapplied, being with your body as judging or being the bully to your body, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online, shorts, boys, and beyond. For me, being with my body is that body, what would you like? Body, what do you require? And it's just honoring my body. Okay? That's all. Being with my body, that's all that is being honoring of my body, acknowledging the contribution it is to me, to other people, to the oneness, the information that it is. So what if being with your body isn't work, but being with your body is just acknowledging it and the contribution that it be? Everything that doesn't allow that, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online, shorts, boys, and beyond. I know there's a lot of words in the chat room. Sorry if I'm not getting to all of them right now. All right, so when we describe ourselves as a body worker, okay, so we addressed that a little bit. We've described about as a body worker, letting that go. So what if we're like, what? I'm not a body worker, okay? So everything that when we say, I'm not a body worker, we limit, we refuse all the energies that are possible that we refuse. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online, church, boys, and beyond. All right, so somebody asked, I'm sorry, this just jumped out at me. Isn't it tiring to ask so many questions? Great question. And one of the targets with Right Body You is to be in that energy and the speed of the question. You know, with Access, we have these 10 keys to total freedom. And one of those is living as the question, okay? It doesn't say live asking questions. It actually says live as the questions. Live as the question. And so that's the thing is right at the beginning when you're rebuilding that communication with your body, yeah, you're asking questions, sometimes a lot cognitive, but it actually reaches a point where the energy of the question is just who you be, who your body bees. And so not so much about, oh, body, would you like to eat? Body, would you like to eat? Body, would you like another bite? Body, would you like another bite? It's that you and your body are that speed and space of the question. And so you receive the awarenesses without thought, without word, which when I first got to this, I was like, what? I love my words. Okay. But you know what? It's the speed and it's the energy. Energy is the original language. So everywhere we've defined and judged as that questions have to be verbal, have to be a proper sentence structure. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, punk, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay? So it's about living as the question. So what energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to be the speed, the ease of living as the question you truly be? Anything allow that? Destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, punk, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay? And so it's that have you ever just known something? It's like, oh, I already knew that. You did. And that is living as the question. Okay? All right. So, and that right there is actually working with your body and working with other people's bodies. When you hug somebody, as we talked about earlier, you are the space of the question of what do you, okay? And so in that space of what do you require, you are the question. Your body is communicating with their bodies. And so in essence, you are kind of a body worker already. So everywhere you are denying or judging what a body worker is or is not, that you are or are not, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, punk, nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Cool. Okay, we need to take a quick little break. During the break, I'm going to try to catch up on the questions in the chat room and see what else is possible there and what other directions we need to go. Thank you all for joining. I am so honored to have you all on the call with us today, or the radio show. It's a call. It's a radio show. Talking into a computer. I love it. All right, so this is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You on A to Zen.fm, and me and my body, will be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A to Zen.fm.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dane here, and I would like to invite you to an adventure in being. I've just written and finished a new book known as Being You, Changing the World. Are you one of those dreamers? One of those people who's always known that other possibilities should be available but haven't yet been able to see them be created? Well, I wrote this book for you. In it, you'll find tools, processes, and unique perspectives to change the things you've always wanted to change but didn't know how. In it, you'll find an invitation to a different possibility for a way that we can be in this world that changes not only our lives, but by being us, allows us to contribute to changing everything planet-wide that doesn't work. Are you aware that truly great people, truly being them, is the only thing that has ever created a great change on this planet? Are you willing to step up? Are you willing to be one? Check out a copy of my new book, Being You, Changing the World. I invite you to go to beingyoubook.com for a free gift.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at a2zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back. This is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. The team is alive with questions. And what's funny is every time I tried to go back to read questions, new questions came in. How does it get that? I love the contribution that you all be. One that I really wanted to read here right quick is from Reverend Steve. He says, I know a limited amount of information about bodies and body work as a spiritual counselor, Reiki master, Access Bars facilitator, Access Body Process facilitator. When I question what is embodiment, I see the expansive space of, and it moves. I see the expansive space of infinite awareness available. What is the embodiment of being? This shakes up and opens me, and it moved again, opens me up to new space and new possibility, or something like that. Sorry if I paraphrase Steve that last since it moved on me. And first off, I would say, please, all of you, destroy and uncreate anywhere. It's like he said, there was a limited amount. It's like we may not cognitively think, but you know what? As an infinite being, you know everything already. Not have the cognitive awareness of it, but we do have an awareness. We know. And that's why we call ourselves facilitators, is I actually get to assist you back to your awarenesses. Okay? And honestly, for me, I am sometimes still in a fun way, surprised about the stuff and information that comes out when I tap into that knowing that both my body and I, as the infinite being, know. So everywhere it's like, well, I don't know, I have to learn, I have to study. To be a body worker, I have to know, I have to study, I have to have the piece of paper, I have to have the degree. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay? And I love the rest of what he said there about, well, I do all this, and so when I tap into the infiniteness, the embodiment that we all truly be. And embodiment, it means more than just our physical bodies. It is so much more than that. Embodiment is being aware of this whole reality. Okay? And so, and there it is. So, and I love how he said it shakes them up and opens to receive so much more. So what energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to be the space and ease of being with your body and with other bodies you truly be? Anything that doesn't allow that with ease, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay? And everywhere you guys are trying to work this whole thing, being with your body, into a job, into maintenance, into anything that makes you just want to go back to bed. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? And some of you are saying no. I know that. And so any of you who are willing, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Because all of this, being with your body, being with other people's bodies, being that body worker or not that body worker, all of it is beyond thought. It is beyond that limitation of definition. It is just that you be. Okay? Consciousness only asks one thing of you, and that is for you to be. Whatever that is. However that is, just be you. You guys may have heard that book, Be You, Changing the World. And that's what that's all about, is it's just be. Okay? And so anything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that as a possibility even, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. What if it's not about a job? What if it's just about being you? Okay. I'll be honest, whenever I sit down to do a session, or I walk into a class that I'm about to facilitate, or I'm doing a radio show, and if I have the energy of work, that as this reality defines it, if I have that energy of like, okay, I must do this, they're paying me, I have a job to do, I have a role, I have a definition, you know what, it's not fun. And you know what, I don't facilitate people in the way I know I can. When I walk into a session or a radio show or a class and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to be me, I'm going to have fun, things shift and change. So everywhere we have created being, just being as the ultimate job, that it's a maintenance, that it's something we have to keep doing, and we're going to do it wrong, because guess what? You can't be wrong. You can't be wrong. You may have made a choice that you don't want to make again. Doesn't mean you were wrong before. Just meant like, okay, well, now what would I like to choose? So again, everywhere you've made being a wrongness. Just plain old being, it's like I woke up this morning, I'm wrong. Truth. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so, wow. I know this topic went all over the place, as I knew it would. I think we'll pick this up. I think we'll do this again someday, because this didn't even begin to touch the beginning of what is actually possible with body workers. So again, everywhere you define and judge what a body worker is, what it isn't, what you are or are not, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online shorts, boys, and beyond. And what if being a body worker just means you have a body that you get to play with, you get to work with, you get to be with, and whatever that looks like. Okay, you can't actually be with your body wrong. I know that sounds funny, but it's true. You can't be with your body wrong. And, that's the thing. Don't worry about the access speak. Find the words that work for you. If it's fun to say, you know what, I'm playing with bodies, cool, that works for you. If it's working with bodies, cool, that works for you. What is it that works for you that gives you that space, that expansiveness, that changes your universe? And then, you know what, when you go into a session or you even talk to your mother, your father, and it expands people's universes. It's actually what being a body worker is just you have a body to play with, to manipulate, to create with, to generate with, to expand consciousness with. And everywhere that is beginning to sound like a job again, please, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online shorts, boys, and beyond. Because you know what, guys? You can sit there on the couch, watch TV all day, and expand consciousness. Okay, so again, everywhere you define and judge what that looks like and then how it's a job, try and create that. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online shorts, boys, and beyond. Because really all you have to do is be. Be you, change the world. It's a fun book. You guys might want to check it out. So this is what it is about being a body worker, is you have that body to be able to receive the information from. You have that body to be able to play with other bodies, with touch other bodies, to have yours touched. Being a body worker is really just truly having a body, getting the awarenesses from it, getting the information from it, and sharing that with others. Okay? And like I said again, even if you never interact with anybody else's bodies, you are still having a body to play and enjoy. And anything that doesn't allow that as a possibility, destroy it and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online shorts, boys, and beyond. And as the lovely Christine is reminding us all, the radio show topic is, or the radio show marathon is coming up in 16 hours, whatever part of the world that means for you. For me, it's tonight. For some of you, it means tomorrow morning. And I just want to, so you can go to the Facebook radio Right Body for Your Radio Show Marathon and sign up and read all the topics. It's a lot of fun. All right, so thank you all for being with me, and I'm sorry if I didn't get to you guys all in this chat room. It was, a lot of information was flowing, and I love it. I love that you were all contributing to each other. It makes it so much fun for me. Thanks. And so make it a fun week. Make it a happy week, and I hope to see some of you guys in 17 hours, whatever that is. And you know what? Make it a fantastic week. Enjoy your body, because it's enjoying you. Ciao.
Thank you for listening to Right Body for You. Donnielle will return next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A to Zen.fm. We hope you and your body will join us.